Hi everyone, welcome back. I will give you 3 runes today that can help you in these interesting times. So the first one is HAGALAZ, and this is for everyone who needs anti-radiator. So in the translation to English, it is listed as a radiator, but HAGALAZ is actually anti-radiator, against radiation. So I hope my translation will be good enough for the booklet I prepare for you, and soon it will be for you to download from my store. My store, joannapilatowicz.com, of course. Now I have the private store, little store. So we'll see how it's gonna go. And my first rune, HAGALAZ, look like that. And I will step by step get into those other 2 runes that connecting it together, I think it's interesting, and they are one after another in the futark form in the runes. And the second one is NAUDIZ, just so you know what I'm going to talk about. NAUDIZ, so it helps you to organize everything what is necessary to organize, and ISA, that can freeze the situation, make it give you more time to organize things. And for some is to freeze in order to get more youthful, and so on, so on. So one after another. Let's start with HAGALAZ. So that's my favorite. When you sometimes you can still see that the picture, it was still with first colors I ever painted, and then I switched to acrylic. So this one is already acrylic, and this is not the one I'm uploading online for you to download because it's just a paper. But if some of you want that one, I will do. It's just will be not so good quality probably as the pictures done by my partner. This is probably online already. You can check it out for this one. It's also HAGALAZ. And you can put anywhere in your room as anti-radiator. This will be probably in a good quality, but not like extremely well by professional photographer. But I will try to do my best. So HAGALAZ, the letter is H. Activity time. So anybody who's born, they have this like, protective rune, or the activity time for that rune is 2 sources. So remember, I give you always 2 sources, so you can pick. You can feel which one you think is a proper one. 21st of April till 5th of the May, or 28th of October till 13th of November. So the problem with the runes is that the activity time is not a full month. It's like from certain time to time, from certain day. So it's harder to remember. It's not exactly like astrological chart. Literal meaning, according to German, Gothic, and English, Old English or Norse, is the same. Means hail, and also means egg. It's a hail, ice, cosmic, primal egg, seed, transformation, evolution, germination, protection, snowflake, the balance of forces, the structure of the world, the mother of all runes, completeness, intensive growth, new possibilities, and release from unwanted influence, high consciousness and concentration, focus, mystic knowledge, paranormal abilities, evolution, germination, well-being, but also banishment, any transformative power, flourishing. So you have just the keywords for that to have a sense of it, but it's more about feeling the power of that rune, how it is strengthening, speeding up the crisis within, all around us, to come to the proper conclusion, or making the proper decision in our life, or healing us in the fastest way, if it is possible. Color blue. So I'm all blue because all the runes have the color blue, which I love very much, but it's also dark, dark brown, dark green, and gray. And the tree is mountain ash and yew, connected with that one. Directions, HAGALAZ as an anti-radiator, so against radiation, but its translation is just a radiator. I don't know why, but just the dictionary and the translator shows me that way, but it's anti-radiator, I would say. It can be placed in any area of your house, not connected according to Feng Shui directions, so anywhere you need it. And now, those of you who told me about the 5G towers, about for that especially the orgonite would be better, and we have a number of videos about it with Kasia and Andrew, but in Polish, so I hope we will make it in the future in English if you tell me that there is a need for that. But HAGALAZ at home, you can put any direction close to your devices, telephone, computer, and any other ways that you think the radiation is coming from. Element is earth and water, of course, because of the hail and ice. Matter. So is it a symbol of transformation toward intensive growth or to better the situation? You can use it in any situation in life that is speeding something up by strengthening the crisis. So do it consciously, because it can strengthen the crisis first before you come up with the conclusion, with the decision. It encourages mystical knowledge and paranormal abilities, and it always helps you to achieve the highest level of concentration. Profession and person connected, related to that rune is a mystic, magician, witch, psychoanalytic, surgeon, and relationships, finding a collective point of view with another person, with another being. Some of you claim they are channeling, celestial beings, or other entities, but that can help in any kind of relationship, so you can use it anywhere you like. Health. It heals bones, teeth, lessen genetic diseases, brings back balance in your body, accelerate convalescence, brings back harmony in the body. I already said that. That means I have to correct it here. And helps to maintain inner peace in any crisis situations. As amulet, it is a protection from stagnation, harmful radiation. And as a talisman, it is for therapists and also dancers. Anybody who's working with the pendulum, the other forms for the Feng Shui, to find a good, proper place for your house and, you know, create something. It is because it brings solstice and change, but actually finds also good places for your house for the balancing the powers, the energies from the earth. Reverse rune means banishment, warning, unfruitfulness, failed harvest, withdrawal, entropy, unpleasant situations, and dependency from other people, distraction, and loss of power. So please do it cautiously, use it cautiously, considering other situations. The anti-radiator works just fine. Use it when you have a strange feeling that something is off, that you need to strengthen something, you need to come up to the decision, you don't want to wait anymore. It's important for you, but be prepared for the crisis, that it can actually strengthen in the beginning form, whatever the situation is. It generates unity of free fire, energy, and ice as antimatter, bringing change. If you do understand that, that's fantastic. But it's more or less, it's about this polarities and opposites in the universe, that it allows us to stay in the middle. And it always reshapes the situation. It adds the greatest power to overcome obstacles and brings productivity and completion of the current situation. It also adds to your mystical experience and knowledge often gained in meditation, So for everybody who goes into solitude, that's where you can use that room. And how to draw it, this time I prepared very simple steps. So the lines and arrows pointed out how to draw it is this one. Starting with the vertical one, then diagonal, then vertical, and you have the points now. And here also how you color it. So that's how you can use it to activate the runes, and more about it, how to do that is with the previous videos. So go back to that. I'm not going to explain it here exactly how it was. The same with Feng Shui. I did that. I offered that information in the first about Fehu, the beginning of the runes. So this is it, more or less, about HAGALAZ. You can help. It can help us a lot now with especially the anti-radiation, and when you're working with the computer a lot, that's the perfect one. Now, if you need to accomplish something and it's absolutely necessary for you to do it, but you don't want to, and it's like necessity and you're not really inspired to doing that, what can help you is NAUDIZ, letter N. That's one of the first. And later on I painted it already on the paper. That one is also probably not online, but it could be if you like it. And active time is 4th of December till 17th of December. The second source offers 13th of November till 28th of November. Pick it depends on you, how you feel it. Meaning, literal meaning means need, compulsion, necessity, distress, constraint. So it doesn't sound so positive. However, it helps you in the times when you are in the need and obliged to do something that absolutely has to be done in life so you can prosper and go on. It means also fatum, fate, tidal or bow wave, also a sign, signal, fire or fire stick, perseverance, attentiveness, deliverance, resistance, the great power of that resistance, the reaction of orders, strength through constructive pressure from outside, and inside too, protection from negative thoughts, obligation, binding, revival. And we get to that in a second when we will talk about material world, how to use that rune. Color, of course, blue, but also dark red and black. Tree, beach, and mountain ash. Direction north, east. The responsible for the knowledge in Feng Shui. And of course, I always encourage you to experiment yourself. I'm going to give you alternative the direction here, because it's connected with the fire element, and in Feng Shui with the fire element is south. You can also put it on the south. That's my personal alternative. It is not offered in any source that I read about, but you can check it out and please experiment yourself with the directions. Matter. So now how you are using it in the world. So it creates the persistence in achieving your goal. So remember, the HAGALAZ was outside of yourself. Now NAUDIZ is within yourself. It is creating that adrenaline, helping you to deal with the situation, winning with your weaknesses, with addictions, with any limitations within you, from in and out, evokes life will. It gives you creativity to act and do what is necessary to do. Is a power of that resistance in the material world and realization of your goals in the world. It feels like a pressure, necessity, and crisis, but it gives you also the willpower to conquer it and come out on the other side of it. Person connected with NAUDIZ is mystic, also mystic, inventor, a worker with no qualification, actually working man or woman. Relations helps you to find a partner. Surprise, surprise. And it ends arguments. It is really internally motivating you to do the right thing when time is for it, when it's absolutely necessary. Health, it's assisting in lessening genetic diseases and pain from rheumatism, strengthening also hair. Amulet, protecting you from waste, exaggeration, hypertension. So anybody who is stressed, it actually helps, although it is creating that motivation to do the right thing, to act. Talisman for fighting the bad habits, addictions, of course, because it brings strong will and also alertness and picking up those moments when it's happening, so you can make a different decision this time. Reverse NAUDIZ means loss, compulsion, need, being compelled by fate, weakness, weakening of your willpower, sickness, misfortune, depression, misery, poverty, shortage, deliverance. That very often comes with the intention, lack of understanding. This is when something goes like that, is a lack of understanding your own needs and intention. And NAUDIZ helps you to find out your needs, your true needs in life. So remember that while HAGALAZ was acting around, outside of you, then NAUDIZ is related to inner resistance, inner fire generated within you, and the recognition of those needs. Many of us still don't know what we need. Anytime you ask, what do I need now? There is this moment of silence, like people don't ask sometimes this question that is crucial. So NAUDIZ helps you to discover that. This resistance, it's to gain self-reliance and bring salvation from within. And if the environment constrains your freedom, this rune helps you to turn within and to not be pulled by easy paths. So everything is good in nature, but it depends on what timing. So the easy path is a trap. Here, this rune calls you for the action, for the resistance when it's necessary in order to do the right thing in the world. So it calls for an action in everyday world. Use your destiny, don't fight it. That's the rune, what it says. And it's used to also gain spiritual powers, knowing your personal needs, recognizing them, developing inspiration, magical power. And remember, this is not to control it. So the NAUDIZ helps you to create this momentum for achievement, for success. So the only fatalism here with that rune is that you will achieve what you meant to achieve. That means if it's not in your fate, no matter what you do, it's not going to happen, because apparently on a deeper level for your soul, your essence is not good. And the only way you can accept it is to understand why and follow that knowledge about understanding. And the other way around, which is so fun, because if you are meant to be something, somebody you want it, or you have something you want, and no, it doesn't matter how many mistakes you do on the way, but it's meant to be, it's going to be offered to you. So that's how it works. And some of the people use it in magic to bring a lover. How you draw it? Very easy, only two signs, two lines. So here, the drawing is right here, the coloring is close here, and you have also how you start. So first you start with this one, vertical, then diagonal, and here the other way around, diagonal goes this direction and the vertical goes down. Very, very simple. And now for everybody who would like to keep the youth, and this rune has conserving abilities of your beauty. It strengthens the beauty and protects your energy. This is the rune Isa, and let me find it here for you, because I also painted that one in my first runes were looking more or less like that. So you see also the colors were different that time. I used the different colors, different medium to paint it. This is just the pictures of it. And later on, I started to have fun with acrylic paint, and this one will be online. And since I'm abstract painter, you not see faces, of course, here. But I try to make something like I imagine. I had a vision about being like in a crystal. It has this, you know, like eyes or perfect pattern that the universe creates of a crystal or of a ice somewhere there in the mountains. So that was my idea of Isa. And the letter is, of course, I. Active time, 18th of December to 5th of January, or 28th of November to 13th of December. And the meaning in all the cultures, Germanic, Gothic, Old, English or Norse, is ice, the primal ice, the primal matter, primal stream. Reception, a spear, restoring power, cold. Sure. On its eyes, it's also cold. Hiding in self to restore that power. Withdrawal, also meditation. Waiting and gaining inner strength. Self-awareness, relaxation. Slowing down unwanted situations. Taking time. Power of silence. Concentration. Protection by neutralization, hostile influence. So protection also by slowing things down, quietness, and resting in the silence. Color is blue, black, and white. Tree, alder. Direction, east, responsible for health. And alternative, I gave you north, west, and northeast. In Feng Shui, that's responsible for knowledge, those directions. Element is of course, is ice. There is water, but also earth. One changes into another. Matter, material, property, so acting in the world. So as you can already feel it, I hope, and see it, it slows things down. So any situation in your life that you need to win more time to do the right decision, to withdraw, that is the proper rune. It stabilizes the situation. It helps you to deal with things not so randomly, but seeing more through. Profession and person is a mystic. Clown also means death. When it's overused, yes. Relationships, it cools down any passion. So as you can already draw the right conclusion, it cools down also arguments. Health, it heals skin. So anybody who has dermatology problems, that is the rune. It slows down menopause, lowers fever, and conserves. This is why some people say that this is for longevity, perfect rune. It is amulet protection from aggression, violence, cold. It neutralizes aggression, someone's hostile intentions and attacks from outside. And it is a talisman for women and those looking for longevity, long line. So anybody. Because it brings the beauty, peace, perseverance, also delicacy, but also self-control. You have self-control, you're not pounding too much energy into the world, especially now when we are bombarded with the information. That rune can serve you. Of course, be careful how you use it and don't overuse it. Don't do it for too long period of time. It's just the energy, it's just the phase. So use it when you can, and then of course go out into the world. So it saves your energy. And when it's reversed, when it's abused in a way, it means stagnation, isolation, paralysis of the will. So someone stays and protects himself from the house can become very, very lonely. After a while, hardening, embitterment, destructiveness, spiritual coldness, weakening, passivity, tiredness, intellectual blockages. So we do need always that stimulation from the world, but also in a balance and a harmony. So use it when it's time for you to pull back and go deeper within yourself, when you need to really separate in order to gain clarity or to heal. And do not do it, of course, for too long. It's like antipolar ferro, the first rune, meaning fire, most of the times with that related to, Isa is related to antimatter, black hole, and lack of vibration. So do not use it for too long, just to bring you the proper feeling of the stillness, harmonizing you, and then move on. It serves you well in any time of distress, initiation, also halting of unwanted forces. It also represents masculinity and authority. In magic, it is used to gain allies, but they must be equals or almost equals. And because of that attentiveness and self-control, it helps you also to uncover your enemies. So whatever you use, whatever you feel, if you are doing it for the first time, use always one rune at a time to have the feeling of the energy, how it works. It's like also like in the martial arts, this is just a tool, and depending how you use it, what kind of power you have, how skilled you are, that's going to be your result. Treat it as that, because of course some people say that, oh, it's evil or it's bad, or it is through who you are. So I hope that was clear. Let me know about it. And I'm greeting you warmly until the next time. Have a great day out there, whatever you are.